So you know who I am and where I'm coming from. This is me, and that's Rick Nielsen's Five Neck. I worked in the body shop in the finishing department at Hamer Guitars in the 90s. And so you know where I'm coming from. I prefer a Telecaster over any other model or brand. I'm giving you that information so you could better deduct how much you trust or distrust my personal opinion of this guitar. If you're a humbucker guy, take me with a grain of salt. Let's get to it. The box came pretty beat up, and that's why we're actually showing the unboxing. That had 2 picks in it. I did not get a Donald Trump pick like the other YouTuber, but you could see that most of the styrofoam did not make it, but the guitar did, which is why it's good to buy on Amazon. You have third-party protection. You don't have to argue with the seller. You got Amazon on your side. So this $209 guitar made it in good shape despite whatever happened to the box. This is the Care and Maintenance C&M. Care and Maintenance, it's going to tell you a lot of interesting things you never thought of before. And if you have a friend that has the Amazon Prime account, give them the money. It comes 2 days earlier, and that's 48 hours less of an opportunity for them to break the guitar. So no damage, no returns. Let's move it over to the table for the tabletop review. I'm not going to play it because YouTube compresses their audio. You're not going to hear what it really sounds like. You got a different amp. What I can share with you is out of my Marshall valve state, it sounds amazing set on clean channel, and it sounds like you got a big muff with all the buttons turned all the way up when I play it on the dirty channel, even when I play with the contour of the amp. With that said, raising the pickup, that would totally change, and I'm not going to do that, but you might want to. Also, I'll be pimping out this bad boy, so if you watch this video a month after it was put out, there's probably I pimped my Grote, and that's how you say it. I'll tell you what it means in a minute, and watch my pimp out video. This beautiful reproduction of a 1966 Epiphone Century comes in at under 4.5 pounds. The only thing they claim is maple is the necks. The rest of it is just called hardwood, and they say the fretboard is made out of blackwood. If you're looking for a guitar case, the lower bout is just under 17 inches. The upper bout is just under 13 inches. It is 3 inches deep, and it's 42.5 inches long. There is one dreadnought case you could find on Sweetwater that fits it. That's $79. The word grote means the equivalent of a penny, but a European term for a pence, part of a coin or a shilling. If you're kicking around the house, well, I would say the tuners are fine, but if you want this to be dependable on stage, I'd probably invest in some halfway decent tuners. I mean, they keep the tune, but there's a lot of play. And I will report, as other YouTubers have, that the frets came quite excellent. I've only heard one negative comment, and those frets that they complained about were past the 14th fret, so very hard to play or reach, and you're not going to wrap your hand around them anyway. Now, I purchased this beauty for 2 reasons. 1, to learn some jazz, and 2, to learn some rockabilly. I've pretty much learned everything I ever want to learn in the heavy metal genre. And actually, mine showed up with a broken high E string, and the action was pretty high, but that was easily remedied by simply lowering the saddle. Now, mine has a flaw that I know yours is going to have. Stick around for that. I've seen quite a few pictures of Chinese guitars where the binding separates from the body of the guitar, and they lacquered over it. The problem that my guitar has, and most likely the one you're going to get, is that the binding gets thin around the waist of the guitar, and that happens because they're heating it up too much with a heat gun. You don't have to heat the binding so much to wrap around the lower bout and the upper bout, but making the waist, that inside turn, you got to heat it up good. Would I buy this guitar again? Yes, I'm probably actually going to get the Sunburst version and set that up to play for more distortion-orientated music. You may notice that the eBay sellers are $100 more than the Amazon sellers. And if the lowest price available on this once $169 guitar actually rose to $289, I'd probably just end up buying a lower cost D'Angelico or Gretsch. I'd appreciate it if you'd thumbs up if you found this helpful, and subscribe if you want to see me pimp this out. Peace and love worldwide. Live your life before your life lives you, and keep on smiling.